Hi everyone, I'm here today to show you how to make cage shops. Now of course you don't have to use this for shops only. You could use this to build anything inside of a cage within reason. But I personally like to use it for shops, especially weapon shop, because the cages look super tough, and they also say things like caution and danger on most of them except the Brahmin cage. And all you really need to build one of these is you need to put a floor down. So just slap down some stairs, snap a floor to them, and you're good to go with that, pretty much. However, I'm going to show you how to build it in more detail over here. Now, I figured this out because I was messing around with the cages, and I wanted to figure out if I could get stuck inside of a cage with a captured creature also inside of the cage. And of course, that meant I had to find a way to put a bed in, which meant I had to find a way to put furniture in, because, as I will demonstrate, furniture doesn't just go in here for the most part. You can't put anything on the floor. You can put a shelf up on the sides if that's all you really need, which I don't quite know why you would do that. You can also put garden plots in them once you have a floor in, by the way. So you could have a neat little garden in a cage. Be kind of neat for like a military style settlement. I think that would look pretty neat. But like I said, all you need is a floor. So just slap down some stairs. And as a basic rule, you want it to be a full stair height up, so the floor will cover whatever bait you have in the back there. And you also want the floor to jut out of the cage just a little bit for ease of adjustment. See, I've got that all crooked. And you need to be able to adjust this first floor in the cage because since you're not technically supposed to be able to build inside of the cages, you can't always put a floor in the back. This is all crooked, but for the sake of this video, I'm not gonna nitpick. So once something is in here, you cannot reselect it. It is stuck where you have placed it. So you have to be really, really careful when you're building these, and I suggest using quick save quite a lot. But once you have a floor down, you can put almost anything down in here that you would like. I personally prefer putting beds and stuff like that in here because I don't like to stock store shelves because it takes a lot of junk and I just don't like to mess with it. But of course, if it fits, you can put it in. You can rug glitch things in here. But for the most part, since the edges of the cage aren't meant for building things, they didn't really make them quite all that solid on the inside. So as you can see, things will nestle quite nicely up against the side. And of course, you don't have to put a floor in to put a shelf down, but it's kind of lonely in there with just shelves like that. So the also nice thing is shops will fit relatively well in here without needing to be rug glitched. I personally prefer the second tier as opposed to these big old ones, because if you put one of these in here, then whoever you assign to the shop will just be walking against the side of it and not be able to get in the back, and it'll just look bad when you're trying to show off your settlements. But you can see that it doesn't really take a whole lot because it's also a smaller space. It's easier to decorate. But another thing, I'm going to show you, I mean, I guess it's, here, you can't connect power directly to the cage to power anything you want in there. It's not gonna power any neon or anything you want to put on the side. Let's just slap one of these up there for showing off. See, it's not gonna power anything or any lights or anything. So you've got to put a power conduit on the side or on the top. Just like that. And then you have your neon all lit up. And another bad thing, well, I wouldn't say a bad thing, but it's kind of a tricky thing. You can't hang lights inside of a cage. You can put them on the back there. They fit nicely there. But if you put something like these in there, I think those look the neatest. They won't always light up. If you put like a little table lamp in there, as I can demonstrate by coming over here. Depending on where you slap the conduit, they may not light up at all.
This won't work without power.
Yeah, see, even though I have power connected to this cage, it doesn't have power. But of course the candles and lanterns and all that neat stuff will, of course, work inside of these. And it's pretty easy to use these for whatever you would like. I personally only use them for shops, just because I think they look neatest as a shop. And like I said, once something is in there, it's pretty in there. Although you can usually reselect your shop. Some of the cages are more picky about that than others. I suppose you could use these in a military style. These would make a neat little guard post. Of course, I'm not gonna, well, I guess I can show you. These would make neat little guard posts, I imagine. Probably only if you have one guard per post, though, because of the movement issue with NPCs getting in and out. I just don't like the way they look bouncing around all these things, because the pathing is poopy. You can use this essentially for anything you want. I prefer them for shops, but that's just me. And yeah, I think they're just neat, and I wanted to share this because I haven't seen anyone else do it, even though I can't imagine I'm the only one to find this out, though. So I mean, you don't have to do anything fancy to get it to work. But like I said, most things that you put in here, once they're in here, they're stuck. You gotta start from scratch all over again. And anything you stick on the walls is gonna be stuck there for like ever. So you'll have to scrap the cage or store it in order to get rid of it. Is there anything else I gotta say about these? No, I don't think. I think that's it. I think that's it with these. Unfortunately, because of the slant on the top bit, oh, excuse me, I got a bit of an allergy. You can't put things up here, but I think I already said that in this video. Whoopsies, I think I already said that. Well, hey, that kind of fits there. Don't. Okay, but that's just the general thing about using these with shops. I think they look neat. You don't have to use them, of course. But yeah, those are my cage shops. Cage anything, I guess. Yeah. So thank you for watching this, and I hope you've learned how to make this. You don't have to like this video because I don't really care if you like the video, but if you can comment and tell me all the other neat stuff you guys have found you can do with this, and share links with me. I love to see other things people can come up with using this. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good day.